Alright, welcome back everybody. I've sort of been fascinated as I've been sort of carp fishing or whatever on my main account. I've been kind of keeping up with this spot on one of my alt accounts, so I thought I'd do a quick update video since we have now moved past the update from last night. You know, there was some like suspicion or concern that perhaps the update was to nerf some of the spots that have been so good lately. It does not seem like that was the case. In fact, this spot in particular seems to be just as good, if not better. Still landing loads of trophies and actually having a lot of fun trying some new stuff. I saw on, I think it was the VK site, somebody had posted that this combination was working. Actually, you know, it was in Russian, and so I'm doing my best to see if I'm getting it right. The thing that I was least confident on was the dip. There's several dips that have very similar color variation, but I think that's the one they were using. Regardless, it's worked really well. And on the other two rods, we're still using night crawlers with... I think I still have size 1 hooks with the night crawlers. Let's see real quick. Size 1 night crawlers, 4.4 fluorocarbon line. I have seen this one. I actually went up to a 5.4 fluorocarbon line, again trying to give us a little more room. By the way, the ground bait we're using is basic Crucian Gibble ground bait, except we did add bloodworm to this mix. Can't use chopped worm yet on this account. If I could, I would do that instead. But again, this has been the fun rig. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a second one like this and just going down to 1 night crawlers, just because it's been so interesting to see the things that are coming out. Whenever you can get boilies to work well at mosquitoes, I just find it just to be a lot of fun. And not all of the common carp we've caught have been on that. You see this, the heaviest one we've had was actually on Nightcrawler, and so that was back when I had 4.4 fluorocarbon leader on that middle rod, which is the one we caught it on. So that was quite a pain. That kind of took me all over Mosquito. But most of the commons have come in on the boilies. And so for being a potentially low level, like this account, I'm level 18, you know, so we've unlocked the ability to use boilies by changing this to classic hair rig. And so it's kind of fun because some of the trophies we're catching, like, let's look at this gibble. This gibble's on the boilies. So the boilies is not only catching some decent common carp, but it's also still catching some of the Crucian Gibble trophies. So that's kind of fun. So anyway, all that being said, 35.49. Gosh, everything is here. Here at Mosquito, night crawlers, boilies, semolina, whatever you really want to use here, pretty much is working well. We'll see what this is. Is that a Crucian? And we'll check and see what's on this. I'm not going to prolong this video too long. I've just been having so much fun in this spot that I thought I would do an update video past, another video past the update. So on this, I do have it clip 10, a little farther clip, trying to kind of land a little farther out, maybe hit a few more of the common carp. But over here, we're still clip 8 and 9 on the right two with the night crawlers. But again, it's just been a lot of fun. The silver amount is nice. I guess we could go look at that real quick. The amount of trophies is still really high. It's definitely like, you know, for me, like if I'm carp fishing on my main account, it's been not like a super fast bite rate, but the bite rate has been really meaningful when fish have hooked in. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I think I explained the spot in the last video pretty well, and you've also probably fished here yourself. it's just fun to see that the spot is just so healthy right now. Really cool place, especially for low-level players to fish. So we have, in just under 2 hours, we're up to 226 silver. Plus, we have filled some cafe orders, and but mostly it's just been a blast. I mean, mostly it's just really fun. Now, obviously, the boilies do cut into your profit a little bit, but the fish are so good on average that I think you're still fine on. Oh wait, we're using sinking boilies here, of course. I think what I'm going to do real quick, I'll show you kind of what I purchased in terms of, let's see, we're looking for strawberry 15. So let's get 50 more, because I think I am going to put it on my other one as well. And then the other thing we're looking for is the juicy mulberry 15. They're out of 10. I actually was thinking about, and maybe what we'll do is we'll do strawberry 12, 30, just for 30. Let's just test it. Sorry, I'm acting like I'm streaming or something, as if you're going to be here to find out what the results are. And then wild cherry, the other one that it could have been something like, you know, raspberry cream or even spicy peppers. I can see the raspberry cream working, but I just know that wild cherry stuff has worked at, I'll show you a trick really quick, actually. While I've got you here, let's look at a trick. It's going to take me just a second, but there's a way that we can examine exactly which one this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it in Russian on the VK site, and then I'm going to put my game into Russian. All right. And then we're going to go down to its old pal, and it's a dip. And we're going to see exactly which one it is. It starts with, it's this one. It actually is raspberry cream. All right, so now I've got some more testing to do. Let's make sure that I was right on the other two things. Let me find juicy mulberry. Let me see if that looks right. Yes, it was definitely juicy mulberry. And then we'll see if this was right. Yes, it was definitely this one as well. So I'm glad I did that with you all here. So anyway, if you're ever looking at a site trying to figure out exactly what it is, you can always switch it to that language and then kind of read it. All right, so I want to be able to do a second carp rig on a second rod, so I can show you how to set that up. We'll extend the video a little longer, and then I promise I'll wrap it up. All right, so we need a lead core. We've already got a leader. We need a carp hook, and I'm going to get one of these again. Size 2 is the size hook I'm using. Is there anything else we need? Yes, a sinker. And I like these little guys for here. I think that's all we need. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. So let's go back, and I will show you how we set up a carp rig, and then I will let you go. If the smaller mulberry boilies weren't out of stock, I would definitely try it with the smaller size boilies for a little while. It seems like all that would do is increase your bite rate, but you're still going to catch really nice fish, I would think, at Mosquito. But the larger or medium-sized bullies are working great, so there's no reason to feel like we have to do that. So all we're going to have left is one line still on Nightcrawler. So this will probably slow us down bite rate a little bit, but again, the quality of fish will be so good that I think it's probably worth it. I mean, honestly, anything you do in this spot seems like it's going pretty well. Looks like a tench. Nice tench. Oh, you know what? Alright, I want to go and put raspberry cream on. I don't think it's going to change it that much. I think the wild cherry was doing just fine. They're both fruity dips and all that, so it's really no big deal. Whoa, gosh, cannot have your friction brake that high in this spot when you run in 4.4. It might not even be a trophy, but I just had my friction brake so high. It is a trophy, okay. Man, oh man, that was scary. I still think if you want to just absolutely get the most trophies possible, it's going to be better on night crawlers and or semolina. We're going to go 7.7. So the leader's unfortunately a little stronger than the line. And one thing I would suggest doing is, unlike me having a little bit more than 100 meters, if it fits on your reel, because we're going to, over time, we're going to sometimes hit into some pretty decent commons in this spot. All right, we're going to go strawberry 12 and mulberry 15. So we're going with the smaller size strawberry just to test it out. We're not using PVA, so that keeps the cost down. We're going to go 10 clip on this one as well. And yeah, just keep experimenting, keep having fun here. Again, I anticipate that all these changes, any of these changes are going to work just fine. Whew, I thought for a second there, I was really afraid we were like hitting a nasty, that just shows you the power of an eyed. Less than a kilo, but fights so much better than like a crucian or gibbles, you know, or even like a common carp that size. I think that eyed has some, at least early in the fight, some quick power, even at that size. So let me give it just a minute here before we wrap it up. Maybe we'll catch one fish on this new carp rig we put in there. And what am I up to here? 120 silver. So when we can afford it, we'll probably go ahead and get a third line that we could theoretically put carp stuff on. This one is just way too small. I mean, there's no reason with 5.5 reel and all that, but if I keep farming this spot, we'll eventually have enough to do that. All right, looks like we are going to get a fish. Let's make sure that fish is... I don't think that fish popped off. I don't think it actually stayed on there. Which is unfortunate. But one thing that's nice with the boilies is I feel like during the day, instead of getting like really small crucian and gibbles, I was more getting common carp, which, you know, if you want to kind of stay with the big fish in this spot, it's kind of nice. That's another trophy. They will just not stop. Already up to 11 trophies. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Thought I heard line pulling. Okay. You get the idea. It's still a great spot. Really, no matter what level you are, you can have a lot of fun here. And that's what I've been experiencing. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.